Hello friends!
Hey everyone!
Welcome back to the channel.
We're here.
As usual, on the couch. Jinx! Quarantine.
That was happening before quarantine, let's be honest.
True, we finished each other's. Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. What was that?
What wasn't that?
I don't know. It wasn't good. It's
Great.
What it wasn't.
If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel.
For more shenanigans.
Like this.
Shenanigans?
Oh my gosh. Give us a thumbs up.
Sorry.
Give us that thumbs up, please.
Please.
Because you like us, we like you. That's how that works. Find us on Instagram, Home Away from Disney, and Twitter, HAFD Official. Today we're bringing you our thoughts on Disney Plus, several months after launch. It's hilarious according to Meg.
I was trying to think of like another animal to put into official. I was like, oh, cattle? No, that's a cat and a cat. Wow.
Alpaca.
And then I was just making weird faces and then you started talking, so then I laughed at myself.
Great. Do you want me to restart this?
Sure. Today we're going to be talking about Disney Plus and our quick thoughts on it a year after launch.
Roughly.
Or about a year. So I guess my initial thoughts on it are that I love the original content. I wish that they would have more like documentary style stuff about Disney. I used to love all that stuff growing up on like Discovery Channel or TLC or whatever it was on. And so I would love to see more of that and like the Imagineering story type of thing. But otherwise, I do really appreciate the original stuff. Mandalorian, the High School Musical, the musical, the series.
The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, that was so good. Can't wait for season 2. I don't know what's up with that, but... And then there's just a bunch of other really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Even like one of the Christmas movies last year, I think it was Noel. So cute. One of my favorites now, like a modern Christmas movie. I loved it. I would say that I think it's definitely got a good place for people who grew up watching Disney. I've been loving rewatching old Disney movies and DComs and Disney Channel shows that I missed watching like as an adult. Some of it has been a little like, oh, maybe that wasn't so great. Like bad acting or like bad CGI. But it's fine. Like, it's more about the nostalgia of it. So I've really been enjoying that.
I'm looking at you, Twitches.
Yes, Twitches was interesting.
It's been
like, I think 10 years at least since I've watched that. I don't even know when it came out. I can't remember. Sometime in the mid-2000s-ish. Regardless, I would like to see them dive a little bit deeper into the older DComs or like some of those Disney movies that weren't DComs but were like straight to DVD kind of stuff, like Wish Upon a Star and Suzy Q. Those were some favorites of mine. I was like telling Evan about those. Model Behavior. I want to see those. So I'm hoping that they're going to bring a lot of that too. That's really why I would like continue to have Disney Plus. I mean, we'll have it regardless. But that would be like a reason to like keep me in, would be for the older content, not as much of the original stuff. But I know that that stuff can only go so far. And I guess my last thing would be that like premium access Mulan thing was a really cool feature. I think that more streaming services should offer that, or some sort of like a renting a new movie option for those people that like can't go to the movies right now, or that it's not showing in movie theaters, or whatever the case. I don't necessarily think, like, I still like the animated one better, but I think that it was one of the better of the live action remakes that I've seen anyway. So I'd say it was a solid like 7 out of 10 movie, but it was nice that they offered that option instead of just continuing to delay it more and more. So there you go. I definitely give it a thumbs up. We will continue to subscribe to Disney Plus, and Evan, let me know kind of what your thoughts are.
Alright, I'm gonna start with Mulan because that's where you started, just to keep it going. I thought the movie was pretty good. I wanted a little bit more action, and I feel like I didn't get enough time with the characters. Just because, like, I love the animated movie because you get to meet all the different personalities, and Obviously, there's no Mushu, but there's a weird phoenix thing. Don't know why you could have just had Eddie Murphy as a dragon, but whatever. Overall, I really did like the action that was in the movie, and I loved the idea of $30 gets you this movie for as long as you have Disney Plus. I think that's amazing, considering we would spend that at the movies easily. So I think that was a great deal. I wish they would do it with more. Like, I'm hoping Black Widow, so that way it doesn't get pushed anymore, because right now it's a May 2021 movie, so whatever, but here's hoping. Overall, I do really enjoy the content on it. For me, they have all of the Marvel movies with the exception of Spider-Man, so that's been great. And it's in 4K, which is even cooler. So, very fun. The Star Wars movies, obviously fantastic to watch. I'm catching up on all my 90s animated series. I've been watching Spider-Man the animated series again, and oh man, that's fun to watch. I'm just loving every second of it, and yeah, can't complain about that at all. Going on Meg's thoughts for DComs. Been enjoying those a lot. Obviously, I've watched Brink probably 6 times. So good. It was the first movie I actually downloaded, which is awesome.
Yeah, and we've been discovering that a lot of those older Disney movies had a lot of really good, like, ska slash, like, I wouldn't call it pop punk, but like...
just punk.
Punky music. Yeah, it like really good music.
Brink starts with the Suicide Machines. That's fantastic.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. I also really enjoy that they gave us Hamilton.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about that. That feels like it was ages ago now.
That makes me so happy every time I hear the music. It gets stuck in my head for days. I'm so happy they did it. I know it was supposed to be next year, but why wait? As for the originals, absolutely love them. Absolutely. Mandalorian has been one of my favorite shows this year. It was so much fun to watch, and I cannot wait for season 2 in October. It's going to be a lot of fun to keep going with that. As for what's missing on there, I do really wish they would have more documentary style. Like, I remember when they announced that One Day at Disney thing, and it was supposed to be like, oh, you're following a cast member, or you're following somebody that's doing XYZ, and I really thought it was going to be like an hour each episode to focus on that person, not just, you know, an hour and a half special with little snippets as they release them. So that was a little disappointing, but I suppose it makes up for it with the Imagineering story. That was so much fun to watch. And yes, tears were shed. Tears were shed. But yeah, I really enjoy Disney Plus. I would definitely give it a thumbs up. We will 100% continue on it, and hopefully they release more and exciting content soon.
Yeah, I just want to quickly call back to the Hamilton piece. I can't believe I'm like kicking myself for forgetting that. It just feels like it was its own like entity. But there was another YouTuber, I'm forgetting her name at the moment, but I will link her video down below, where she kind of talks about if Hamilton is going to kind of change the access that we have to watching musicals on like streaming services, or even just in general, like getting a recording of it. She talks about kind of the difference between things like the producers that were filmed and like actually done as a movie versus when they actually go in and film on Broadway, and how much money it takes and how many contracts are involved, and like why it's so difficult to get those to be accessible to people, but how hopefully this is kind of setting a precedent for people being able to access things such as musicals, especially for those who don't have theaters nearby or can afford to have theater tickets available to them. I mean, like,
and especially Broadway.
Especially Broadway can be really expensive. I mean, even just going to like up to Boston and seeing Dear Evan Hansen with my friend, I think I spent like maybe $150 on a ticket.
Yeah.
And I mean, Broadway can be even more than that. So
yeah, we were last row for Anastasia, and it was about the same price for Anastasia on Broadway as it was to go see Dear Evan Hansen in Boston.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit less, but yeah. I don't know. I know I've spent about that much on most of the shows that I've gone to see.
Either way, not cheap.
Yeah, I mean, there are local theaters, especially in Providence, that do shows for cheaper than that, but not like the really big name ones like Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, you know, things like that. So
yeah. So that was a great move by Disney, and thank you to the entire Hamilton cast for letting us see it.
Yeah, we are looking forward to seeing the rest of the content that Disney Plus continues to create, what they have coming next. I took a look at the ones coming up for the next couple of months, and there's definitely some good stuff coming our way.
Yeah.
So we will keep you updated as we feel the need to. But for now, let us know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Disney Plus. Have you subscribed? Do you steal someone else's subscription? Is it something that you're considering getting after watching this video, or considering canceling because you just don't use it that much? And just some things that you either like or don't like, or looking forward to or not looking forward to.
Also, the Pirates movies are on there. That's a win.
Yeah.
Score alone. But regardless, thank you very much for checking out the video. Be sure to subscribe and everything else that I said at the top of the video. And
Prop culture too, right? That was another.
Oh, prop culture was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, a lot of really good originals.
Yeah, we may just pop in. Who knows? And keep saying more. But yeah, subscribe, like, Instagram, Twitter, comment. You know the drill.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you soon.
Bye. I don't know if you were still signaling. Okay, let's stop.